there's the table number of calculators and frequency. Then work out the mean number of calculators the school sells each week. Work out the mean number of calculators that the school sells each week. So for us to work this one out, we're going to use this formula. Mean is equals to sum, meaning we're adding the number of calculators, right, times the frequency over the total frequency. That's what we're going to do. So what you do is you say 0 times 14, 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 5, 4 times 0, 5 times 2, 6 times 1. Then you add all that. Then after adding that, I'm sure you get 55. After getting your 55, you add you get the total frequency. So meaning you just add all these, and they add up to what? They add up to 40. So you divide by 40, then you get your 1.375. Then number 18, the mass of mkg of a bag of sand is 12 kgs. The mass mkgs of a bag of sand is 12 kgs. Correct to the nearest kilogram. Complete the statement about the value of m. So what they're asking us to do is to give us the lowest possible number that we can round off to get 12 kilograms, and the largest possible number that we can also round off to get 12. And if you look at it, if we say 11.5 and 12.5, because we are not getting exactly to 12.5, there is no equal sign there. So we want all numbers that are less than 12.5. We know 12.4 going down, if we round them, we get 12, which is our m, and 11.5, from 11.5 going up to 12.5. If we round any number in between, we get m. That's what they wanted us to do there. Then number 19, don't know how to pronounce that name, but we know they invest 3,000 at a rate of 4% per year compound interest, and we're asked to calculate the value of her investment at the end of 6 years. And so for compound interest, we use this formula. A is equals to P 1 plus R to the power T, where T is our time, R is our rate, and P is our principal value, which is 3,000. So we just write out 3,000 in place of P, 1 plus our rate, which is 4%, which is 4 over 100. That's 4%, right? Then we say to the power 6. Right? And if we use our calculators, this should give us 3,796.96. And that will be our investment, her investment rather, at the end of 6 years. Then number 20, we're being asked to solve this. So this is 2 over 1, and we have one term on either side of the equal sign, so we can cross multiply. And by cross multiplying, multiply this by this, and this 3 and this 2. 3 times 2 we get 6. This times 1 we get it as it is, so it's 25 minus 2u. And we need to isolate this u, so I'm going to take it to the other side. And remember, change side, change sign. So 2u is equals to 26 minus 25, minus 6. Moving this 6 to the other side, it becomes minus. Then this 2u becomes positive. So this is going to give us 25 25 minus 6, which is going to be what? 19. Then 2u. So for us to get our u, we divide both sides by 2. So u is equals to 19 over 2. Right? Then 0.3 squared, giving our answer in standard form. First of all, we say 0.3 times 0.3. Then we get 0.09. But we know for standard form, we need a number that's in between 1 and 10. So for us to get that number here, we're going to move our comma to the right 2 times to get 9, which is in between 1 and 2, times 10 to the power the number of zeros 1 and 2. Then we put our minus, because we're moving our comma to the right, we put our minus, and that's our number in standard form. Then moving on to number 22, the probability of passing a driving test is 0.36. 600 people are taking the test. Work out the expected number of these people that will pass. We know if the probability of people passing is 0.36 and we want the expected number of people that will pass, we're going to say 0.36 times 600. 600 times 0.36. And that should give us, so saying 0.36 times 600. This should give us 216. So we expect 216 people to pass. Just the probability of passing times the number of people. Then we have a simultaneous equation right here. So I'm going to go by the method of elimination. Right? So for us to use the method of elimination, we pick a variable or a letter that we want to eliminate. In this case, I'm picking x. But if we look at the coefficient of x, which is the number next to x, for the first equation is 3 and for the second one it's 1. So for me to make this one the coefficient of x in this equation 3, I'm going to multiply the whole equation by 3 to get 3x. So multiplying the whole equation by 3, so this one I'm multiplying by 1, this one by 3. So I'll get 3x, I'll get 3x for the first equation minus 2y is equals to 19, and for the second one is now 3x plus 3y is equals to 9. Now I can subtract the two equations. 3x minus 3x gives me 0, minus 2x minus 3y I get minus 5y. Then 19 minus 9 I get 10. So dividing by minus 5 and minus 5, get y is equals to minus 2, right? Then with this value of y, so after getting our value of y, we're going to substitute it back into any one of the original equations. So I'll choose x plus y equals 3. X plus y equals 3. So we're going to say x, then in place of y we're going to use minus 2. Minus 2 is equals to 3, right? Then x is equals to, taking this minus 2 to the other side, it becomes plus. So 3 plus 2, that's 5. And these are our answers. We have 5 and minus 2. And if we check, if we have 5 here and minus 2 here, they'll give us 3. I hope you got that one. Then for this one, the diagram shows the right angle triangle. Show that the angle y is 31.9. We are given the opposite of the angle and the adjacent, so we can use tan. So we use tan y is equals to opposite 46 over adjacent 74. And for us to get y, we're going to say y is equals to tan inverse of 46 over 74. Right? If you punch these in our calculators, we get 31.9. So remember, so ka to. So sine is equals to opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is equals to adjacent of hypotenuse. Tan is equals to opposite over adjacent. So you just look at the question, you look at the values that you're given, and you substitute. In this case, we're given the opposite and the adjacent. So opposite and adjacent, we picked tan. Then moving on to number 25, we're almost done. Number 25 is saying the diagram shows two right angle triangles ABC and ACD. Work out the value of x being this. So we're going to get this side first, then we use this value and this value to get that side. For us to get this side, we can see it's the hypotenuse because it's the side which is opposite the 90 degree. So let's give it a name, A or B. So B squared is 39 squared plus 52 squared. Right? That's our B squared. And for us to get x, right, we know for this other triangle, the B will be the hypotenuse. So we'll say B squared is equals to now what? 25 squared plus x squared. But we know that B squared is this. So 39 squared plus 5 squared is equals to 25 squared plus x squared. So we're going to take 25 squared to the other side. That will be 39 squared plus 5 squared minus 25 squared is equals to x squared. Then whatever value we're going to get for this, we're going to square both sides. This will give us x is equals to a value, which I believe you can get from your calculators. Number 26, the circle has an area of 25 pi square centimeters. Work out the circumference of the circle. So we know that area of a circle is pi r squared. So if the area is 25, we have 25 pi, that's the area. We cancel out pi because it's common on both sides. Then r squared is equals to 25. So for us to get r, we square both sides. So r is equals to 5. Right? Now with 5, we know the circumference is as good as saying the perimeter, which is the distance right around the circle. So what we're going to say for the distance right around the circle, we know it's pi d or 2 pi r. So we're going to use 2 pi r since we have r now. So it's 2 times pi times r, which is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. So we're going to write 10 pi. And that will be our answer. And for the B part, 2 of the circles are used as ends of a cylinder with a height h. The total surface area of the cylinder is 170 pi square centimeters. Work out the value of h. So for us to get h, I'm going to draw a cylinder like this, and we know the circumference here is 10 pi, like the distance right around this, because they said they made a cylinder with the ends made up of the circle that they talked about on part A, right? So we know this distance is 10, and this is the height that we're looking for. So if we cut this here, we get something like this with 10 pi at the top and h like this. So you know, area of a shape like this one is just length times width. So 10 pi times our h should give us 170 pi, right? And if you look closely, we have pi on both sides. We can cross it out. So 10h is equals to 170, right? Over 10 over 10, right? So h is equals to 17 centimeters. That will be our height. And that brings us to the end of this paper. Thanks for joining me. And if you have not yet subscribed,